Oh, oh, yeah, wow, oh my goodness. Archdruid's Charm. It's good, it's stunning, it is absolutely fantastic for Dinosaurs. Hello, and welcome to tonight's absolutely beautiful, lovely dinosaur action. Yes, Cloaked Phantom, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you, all is well with everybody watching right now, later on, whenever it is, wherever it is. Just gonna jump right into it. I've talked about Archdruid's Charm a little bit. I think it's all been, well, probably on everybody's radar, whether you're playing pretty heavily in green or not, because you have to be pretty heavy into green to be able to facilitate the 3 needed. I have got tripped up a little bit, I must say, so I'm going to be looking at that possibility of trimming Cavern of Souls. There's a lot of aspects that I'm still tweaking slightly. Certainly Archdruid's Charm is staying in, but, and the great point was made, Archdruids could grab a Cavern of Souls if I desperately need the counterspell protection. So because I have a thing that could grab it, maybe trim a copy or 2 and just increase the sources that are green. Every single source can be except for Cavern, but if it is one of the first 3 lands, I'm not able to go Archdruid's Charm on the crucial turn 3, grabbing a Sunken Citadel or a Castle Garenbrig, and that is it's been a little bit painful. We'll see. Maybe I move Cavern of Souls into the sideboard, something absolutely wacky like that. That's probably too wacky. I wouldn't exactly recommend it. Or I use a creature that makes all my creatures not be able to be countered. That is also a possibility. There are a few like that, so it's going to be something to consider for sure, because if I could make every single source able to make a green for Archdruid's Charm, that might be the best. Archdruid's Charm, of course, is just generally useful against everybody. It's not like it's specific. Cavern of Souls, of course, only protecting against counter spells. Maybe a little more, well, certainly a little more specific. There's a better chance that I face a deck that doesn't have them than I face a deck that does have them. So we'll see. We'll see. Nate, how's it going? 1 cavern, 1 pit. Oh, okay. I'm going to try it, definitely. I'll leave everything as is. I know for a fact this could be painful tonight, but I like to showcase what could be painful, and maybe we experience the pain together. It's a good learning experience, and just having something on the books. You see what could be bad, and you live what could be bad, and you talk about it. Okay, we'll see. That's good. It's good to know that some of you guys have trimmed Cavern. I like that. Yeah, one would be so good. Rockfall Vale, chances are I'll probably up the number of Rockfall Vales. I don't have too many crazy things where if Rockfall Vale did enter tapped on turn 1 or turn 2, it wouldn't feel so bad. And Rockfall Vale, I mean, that's like the best of the best. I want access to 3 green if it's my 3rd land, turn 3. Lovely. Oh, okay, I say we just pretty much jump into it. I did tweak it a little bit here. Alpine Moon. I did face that new mono green devotion with the Leyline of the Guild Pact. Starts in their opening hand, enters on the battlefield. They start the game with it on the battlefield, and it gives 4 devotion to green, which is pretty mean. Yeah, I took them down, fortunately, but it was rough stuff. Turning all their creatures into green, all devotion, it's going to be very painful, and I think Leyline of the Guild Pact could re-energize mono green devotion for sure. We're going to have to, scary, painful. Oh, it's not a pretty sight. I wish I was recording. It was on my lunch break today. I recorded a game before that. Then I thought, oh, it's not going to be a good one. I turned off the recording, and then as it was going, I'm like, oh, I'm winning, just barely in the nick of time. Oh, oh. I think definitely Alpine Moon. Alpine Moon is better than Damping Sphere, which stops lands from making more than 1 mana. If they tap for more than 1 mana, they make a colorless, but that hurts us. And I did use Damping Sphere probably a couple weeks ago. I want to say a couple weeks ago, and I was reminded why I don't. It had been so long that I kind of forgot, but Damping Sphere was, well, it was way too painful. Alpine Moon, it's 1 red. Boom, you play it. You turn off and you hurt any kind of land. Field of Ruin, which continues to ruin my chances, destroying Castle Garenbrig or any other land. I do have the chance to get that land back if I play Blossoming Tortoise, which is very, very nice indeed. But Alpine Moon, we help against a lot. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff right there. Other than that, I say we jump into it. I might trim Bedrock Tortoise. We'll see. I think most of the time I can barf and play enough nasty damage. The few times that Bedrock Tortoise enters along with all the creatures to keep maybe the hasty creature alive, I don't know if that's exactly worth it. That's kind of the main reason. Bedrock Tortoise, protect the Regisaur, protect Palani's Hatcher, and make sure I can still attack with everybody that was barfed onto the battlefield. But I don't know if it's quite good enough. We'll see. We'll see. Something more specific, perhaps. Something that maybe gives me hexproof, or something to hurt Mono Black Devotion. Not Mono Black Devotion. Just Mono Black mid-range control. Whatever you want to call it. I've faced it, I think, 4 times tonight. It was Mono Black, Izzet Phoenix, Mono Black, and then I think Grixis Phoenix. That was, it's not the most enjoyable experience, that's for sure. No. Interesting. So if I can hurt Thoughtseize, Duress, anything that makes me kind of discard a card, that would be good. That certainly has brought the pain. And would this hand bring the pain? Potentially. Commune, grab my second land, play up the Beanstalk. A little bit too risky. Maybe if this was a Sunken Citadel or... Well, speaking of Sunken Citadel, okay. They might just die. Grab the forest. Come on, come on. My goodness. It's pretty crazy. I don't even need the forest. Right now, we're staring at, well, basically death, hopefully. Ooh, we got some sort of Convoke soldiers. Azorius soldiers, potentially. Okay, good. I remembered. And I've also gotten caught out a few times. The second Sunken, often I was choosing red just in case I wanted to play, Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha, but I'm making sure. The first 3 sources, make them green. And now, basically, they're like dead. Next turn. Archdruids searches for Castle. I'm able to at least make 7. Possibly I could draw a land, and I'd be able to make 8. And if I had Ghalta Primal Hunger, the opponent would be dead next turn. Turn 4. That's also the good thing. Archdruid's Charm really helps increase the potential of turn 4 Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That's pretty insane. I think we should get the job done. I mean, a turn 4 Tyrranax Rex is nothing to laugh at either. Let's do it. Oh boy. I was just having such a good time talking that it took a while. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Dead. Done. How good is that? It is very fortunate, of course, to see 2 Sunken Citadels, but hey, lock her up. Get the job done. Wow. Oh. Would just, might as well. Use up all available mana.
Ruthless aggression.
Hopefully that's ruthless enough. I think it should be. You would hope. My goodness.
Runners
That's pretty fast. That's not slow. I don't call that slow. Yes, Scorpion, absolutely. The man, the myth, the Tyrranax Rex. Maybe I top deck another one, they're dead. If they can't block all the damage from one of them. Man, beautiful, beautiful. I love it, I love it. Mythical potential here. Devastating potential. Yeah. Attack with your creatures. I think we could maybe get them. But this is actually the... Wow. It does kind of make sense. I forgot to mention about it. It's not really surprising, though, with Smugglers Copter. I expected we'd probably face it at some point. Now the question becomes... I want a bunch of blockers. Smugglers Copter, Palani's Hatcher is going to be our best bet. Just in case. Hopefully. Now they could turn one Smuggler's Copter into a creature, blocking that. We should be okay. Two of those creatures at least have to tap to make Smugglers a creature. So 6 flying would come towards us, and I still have 2 creatures on the ground to block, I hope. We'll see. Okay, well, that could be a little rough. Maybe. Can still block the 2 Ingenious Smiths. Oh, okay, that tends to do the trick. Portable Hole is, that is good. That is good. All right, close but no cigar. By the skin of their teeth. Ooh. Thrilling, though. The darn Smuggler's Copter. We're going to have to keep our eye on that pesky thing. Maybe I'm going to have to start bringing in more artifact hate. Archdruid's charm is pretty nice, but for the most part, I basically see myself only ever casting it probably to search the lands. Maybe the odd time as it goes on, a little bit of removal. Maybe to search for a creature, to search for that Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, which also, because Archdruids can grab any land, trimming the caverns, start trimming some creatures, at least maybe one copy of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, perhaps. Blasphemy. So, not actually, but the fact I can grab her. Something to think about. Oh, and I almost forgot. One copy of Analyze the Pollen. I'm thinking I might switch it completely with Commune with Dinosaurs. To start, at least I grab a land. Chances are that's what I wanted to grab with Commune anyways. And then if I see an Analyze the Pollen at a later date, well, I can grab any land or any creature, which is definitely better than Commune. And then also, it synergizes with the Blossoming Tortoise. When it enters or attacks, it mills. So it would probably mill a bunch of stuff, enough that I can go with the Collect Evidence 8 and get to grab anything. So I think the Blossoming plus the Analyze the Pollen, that's a good match. Good match. Oh, you're sick of that pink S, huh? Let me think. Yeah, that's an odd one. You know what? I should look up custom icons for you guys. It's always been on the back of my mind. That'd be pretty good. Then we'll think about that. Up the Beanstalk. I'm trimming up the Beanstalk. I think Rampaging Frostodon could be quite devastating against this opponent, playing lots of little creatures. If I can get Rampaging down, that would be good. But yeah, I'm not too sure how you switch the pink S. I think it has to be with your YouTube settings. You go into your account and then you go to customize, I think it is, and you can change your channel icon. Something like that. Well, right here you're already seeing how it could be painful. I'm keeping it. 2 Sunken Citadels is good. But having that Cavern of Souls, ooh, we'll see. This cavern could have been maybe a Rockfall Vale, something like that. You never know. Okay, come on, you can do it. A land that is a source of green, untapped. Oh boy. Invasion of Gobakon. Well, that's going to be taking out Archdruid's Charm 100%. I don't see why they would choose it. Ouch. Darn. Nuts. Well, I mean, it's a creature. At least playing Blossoming Tortoise might be pretty decent. No, I'd be okay with that. We'll get him. Seems like they might be stumbling a little bit in the land department, perhaps, and that could be very good for us. The invasion of Gobakon flipping, though, not so good. Putting a counter on each creature that attacked that turn. Not a pretty sight. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, phew. Oh my goodness, I was getting a little bit worried there. Get a Castle Garenbrig, you can do it. Oh boy, mill a castle. Well, it didn't mill a Castle Garenbrig, but at least it did get a land. It is a little bit unfortunate if it doesn't mill one land in that batch, sadly, but already, Tyrranax Rex, I'm able to do it. Analyze the Pollen itself plus Tyrranax Rex is equal to 8, so I still would need a little bit more to collect evidence. Blossoming Tortoise can block. If I get Castle Garenbrig, I'm still able to make the 8 and kill him on the spot, I hope. Oh, good. I see the icon changed for you. I think so. It's hard to make a good icon just because it is so small. Finding the right image, tweaking it just right. Ooh, that is not exactly what I want to see. Actually, I could play Archdruid's Charm. They will they kill me next turn? 10, 12, 13. I don't think I can do it. I almost have to risk Blossoming Tortoise. I think I'm probably dead, but I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go with Archdruids, and we'll see. They know what I could do. I think that might be the best potential bet. Who knows? Actually, I can exile Darksteel Citadel, which I completely forgot about. It's not destroy. Darksteel Citadel is indestructible. Get him. Good. If it seems like I'm gonna die, I'll just do that. So I'm liking this even more. 6. Oh boy. We're not quite dead. Maybe they have Ether Gust or something like that, making us lose life. Who knows? They have to do something. Cut, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Okay. That's a good thing, though, a PC mat. Today is going lovely. I think the opponent is about to die. I hope. Cross your fingers they don't have a counter spell. Oh boy. Don't do it. Oh, they don't have a counter spell. They're done for. Look at that. Maybe they have some land destruction or something. Ooh. I can make 9 mana. That is lovely. See you later. I hope. Maybe they have like 2 pieces of removal or something. There you go. Call an ambulance for that. Well, let's see what Commune gets. I hope they're dead. Oh, this is beautiful. Maybe they have like get lost on Ghalta and then we're dead. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Oh, chat is popping off tonight. I don't often call it that, but when lots of there we go.
You won! You did it!
Yeah, chat's popping off tonight. I think I could get more into, well, used to calling it that. Because there's more and more people. It is nice to specifically name people as it goes, but sometimes it can be a little bit hard to keep up. Not too hard. Keep rampaging. I like that. Oh, I was so sure that they fixed the glitch. We'll keep it like that. I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, Archdruids for the win. Even after they went with Invasion of Gobakon. Ooh, that was good. Taxing it, making it cost an extra 2, still didn't matter. Lovely, and kind of realizing again about the exile artifact or enchantment. If something is indestructible, we get rid of it, like the Darksteel Citadel when they go and soul artifact. But I don't exactly like this. There's no castle or sunken or Archdruids. Ooh, no. Okay, that's better. I think that's better. Yeah, Rampaging Frostodon. Turn 3 is going to be Archdruid's Charm. Certainly. I wasn't going to go... Oh my. Oh boy. Whew. Things are heating up. Smugglers Copter. Not a problem. We'll get him. I'll search for another Sunken, potentially. Another Sunken, potentially. Well, there you go. Ooh, even better. Now, if I see Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, get him. I think. It is going to be a little bit unfortunate. Smuggler's Copter is going to take out Invasion of Gobakon there. Oh, Regisaur Alpha, that's alright. We'll still, we'll do some good stuff. Archdruid's Charm, really. I could just search for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That might be a little bit better. We'll see. It's not like it's the craziest aggressive deck in the world, I think, so I'm liking our chances. Yeah. Forest. Just in case, depending how I feel with Archdruid's Charm, I could exile Smuggler's Copter, I could exile Light Shield Array. Darksteel Citadel becomes indestructible. Maybe they have a counter spell for Archdruid's Charm. Very real possibility. We'll see. Hopefully they don't. I bet they do. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Cavern of Souls it is. Beautiful stuff. I've already got that Castle Garenbrig. We're looking like it's a pretty good position. Beautiful. Yeah. See what the Blossoming Tortoise gets. Man, where is Ghalta Stampede Tyrant? I'd be able to play it right then. Oh, that would have been deadly. Oh.
Dang!
I was about to get it. That's a little bit unfortunate. I'll still play Rampaging Frostodon at the very least. It's not nothing. Maybe it draws out a... Well, it can't draw out a counter spell. I have Cavern of Souls. But next turn we can go Regisaur Alpha, keep up the pressure a little bit, maybe, hopefully draw another Archdruids, or just play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, which wouldn't have haste, sadly. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Planning around everything, tapping this, tapping that. Archdruid's Charm really does change things quite a bit. Blossoming Tortoise. We're going to be saving ourselves, at least taking a bit of damage. We're not quite dead yet, you know, but the pinging from rampaging is going to hurt quite a bit. Make as much as possible if my math is right. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I'm able to go with this Regisaur plus the other rampaging. I might be able to save myself. Stomping 6. I don't know if I like that. Nah, I'll have it enter tapped. Oh boy. Yes, they did add, just with the new update, Smugglers Copter finally came to Arena. So we're getting even closer to Pioneer. It would have been a pretty easy add, but I'm not too worried about it. I would expect to see it pretty often, so maybe bringing in something a little specific for this pesky Copter. It's good. It's good. It's pretty good. A 6/6. That is not fun. I can power it up, I think. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're not getting that done, sadly. Not quite. I'm just excited to tweak and learn about Archdruid's charm. How best to use it. Man, that's different. Thrilling though. Nice to have something that is so impactful. I'm not worried about tweaking things. Not that it's going to take a lot of tweaks, I think, but just some fine-tuning, specifics. A couple Cavern of Souls going away, possibly some mainlands. I was using that a little bit, but I decided it wasn't so good. The Mutavaults, were pretty nice, with the Blossoming Tortoise, making Mutavault into a creature for free because its ability is reduced. That's pretty good. Sometimes a 4/4 if you have 2 Blossoming Tortoises out. But Mutavault making colorless, it hurt me, keeping me off of making 3 green for Archdruid's charm, and I'm definitely liking Archdruid's charm far more than having a Mutavault. And some of the manlands I could add that are green sourced, Lair of the Hydra, Restless Ridgeline, but they enter tapped, and sometimes that third land entering tapped has been painful. Sunken Citadel already enters tapped, Castle Garenbrig if I don't have a forest, and if that third land is Restless Ridgeline or Lair of the Hydra, that's not good. I could literally, I'm so excited to get this point out. I could change those man lands that always enter tapped and make it a land that simply doesn't enter tapped. Always untapped. I get my source of green, whatever it is. But speaking of sources of green, I really need it with only a single Cavern of Souls. All right. Wow. Commune with Dinosaurs, send that packing. I've got the 3 sources, 2 Castle Garenbrigs, grabbing a Sunken Citadel, hopefully sinking the opponent's chances. Oh, wow, this might be it. Tyrranax Rex, good stuff. I was thinking about grabbing a land, but if we're going to kill this mono-red opponent, we need to be absolutely devastating. Oh, that is lovely. We got Tyrranax Rex next turn with that Cavern of Souls. Perfect. Hopefully a land after that. Either I draw it next turn or the turn afterwards. But Tyrranax Rex has to be scary enough for this opponent. It's going to buy me enough time, I would think. Really close cut, yes. sure I grab the right one. Oh, it takes a while to scroll. My, oh my. Yeah. Oh, okay. They're dead. Good stuff. If that doesn't buy me time, I don't know what will. Would I want to attack? Might as well. Will they deal 15 next turn? I don't think so. We should be safe. They could do something very surprising. I don't think that's going to be... That's not going to happen. If I was at like 8 or something extra scary, yeah. Not enough, buddy. Not enough. Fortunately, that entering. Yeah, there you go.
You have no power here.
Oh yeah.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
But absolutely, Nate. Anybody else being so excited, being able to grab a specific thing, because you don't always get to do that. I have made the mistake instantly grabbing the first thing. I have a Ghalta in hand, and because Archdruids can grab a land or a creature, it shows the creatures first. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna get him. Boom. I prematurely click. I think usually Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant is the first creature showing, and yeah. Oh look, mono red. Okay, well, don't look. You can't see anything. But mono red was not fast enough. That was pretty good. Certainly mono red could have been a little bit faster, but that's got to be good enough to get wins often enough. Certainly something very aggressive is not super favorable for this. There's not a lot of early creatures to block and buy time, that sort of thing. But when we do that, it's good. Keep it as is? Well, might as well. Did all right. And even mulliganed. Whew. Wow. Oh my god, we're getting spoiled here, folks. We'll wait to use Analyze the Pollen. Maybe I draw a Castle Garenbrig and Archdruid's Charm. If I see it, I'll just leave it in hand as long as humanly possible, and eventually, one day, one turn, be able to collect Evidence 8 and search for something great. Nate. Oh, absolutely. It's like they looked at my deck and they made the card. That's not actually true. I don't actually think that, but it's fun to think. It's how much better could it get? Not much. But I don't think we're going to be living through this one. That's for sure. Okay. Analyze the Pollen. Maybe. We'll see if I draw my 4th land next turn. If I don't, Analyze the Pollen is going to have to grab a basic to make sure I'm at 4 on turn 4 for the Tortoise. But as you're seeing, Mono Red doing their aggressive stuff is, well, sometimes you just die. We're not winning this. So that is one angle I could shore up. Maybe having a cheaper creature somewhere in the mixture. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Sometimes you just die. And I would expect to possibly die against that. Archdruids taking out one creature probably isn't going to be doing a whole lot. But it is pretty nice. Instant speed interaction, and it's no touch. You put a counter on a creature, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Like I mentioned before, death touch creatures, which this mono red opponent doesn't have. But if they have death touch, you don't have to worry, because this was no touch. I think it's better. Big time. But do it like the Bedrock Tortoise. That's a pretty good blocker. In combat, it's a 6/6. I think that could buy time. Enough time, perhaps. Tyrranax Rex is pretty good. But Bedrock Tortoise maybe being a little bit more helpful. Trim up the beanstalk. We need a nice, big, another tortoise. Turtle time. Mutant dinosaur turtles. Teenage mutant dinosaur turtles. Okay, that looks good. Certainly very promising when I'm looking at 2 Sunken Citadels, plus the Rockfall Vale. Commune with Dinosaurs, a good chance that it's going to dig and grab Castle Garenbrig. Either I draw a castle or I see it with this. Hopefully. At the very least, I will be looking at 4 lands. I will get to the Bedrock Tortoise. Green, yes. You know what? We'll wait. We'll wait. I might draw that Castle Garenbrig, play it next turn, Rockfall Vale the turn after that. It might be nice. If I don't have to use Commune, I won't. If I didn't have my land for next turn already with Rockfall Vale, I would have used Commune to make sure I continually hit it. But now it has to be to make sure I get to 4 on turn 4. You've played against this player. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit upsetting. They're not playing Dinos. Whew. And it is kind of cool with Explorer being not as popular. Oh, baby. There we go. Woo. Will it kill me next turn? Probably. Ooh, that's tough. 5, 7, 8, 11. Oh, no, no attack. We can't do that if we want to have any chance of surviving. We'll see. Maybe they have Embercleave. I bet they have Embercleave. Oh, I never played against Mono Red. That's hey, they did their thing. I just wish I could have maybe seen. Am I going to grab Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn? That would have been a picture perfect finish. But yeah, like I was saying, Explorer being a smaller, less popular format, the people that do play it, chances are you're going to be running into them more often, which, I don't know, kind of feels nice. Eventually, it's going to get more popular as we do get closer to Pioneer there. When we get Bring to Light in Pioneer, Hidden Strings for Lotus Field, I think it's 1 in the blue, untap a permanent, and then untap another permanent. So for 2 mana, they untap both their Lotus Fields. Something like that. That's not good. Man. I think it's mostly Bring to Light and Hidden Strings. Maybe a couple other things. Fringe things in Pioneer that aren't available in Explorer. Yep, keeping that. Well, there's nothing to search. There's no Archdruids Charm, Commune with Dinosaurs. But it should be good. When I see 2 Sunkens, I like seeing 2 Sunkens. And we'll get that Up the Beanstalk down ASAP. Maybe dodge, some sort of counter spell potentially. Maybe it's some sort of Izzet. Oh boy, where's that Castle Garenbrig? Whew. That would be deadly. Well, still a pretty reasonable chance I draw Commune or Archdruids or a 5th land, at least. Be able to play Palani's Hatcher, and it's not countered, but it looks like the opponent might be on some shenanigans. I see clues. Huh. That does make me suspicious. Oh boy. I don't think there are any missing dinos. No, just because they became a thing with Ixalan. And Ixalan is on Arena, so I think it should be alright. Ah. Good old Cavern of Souls. I'm okay with that. Maybe this is like Izzet Control or something. It's not the end of the world if the big thing I was going to play can't be countered anyways. Or nothing can still be played, sadly. Ooh, that is unfortunate. I have been thinking, I still keep in Sylvan Scrying, maybe not Up the Beanstalk, maybe switch Up the Beanstalk for some Analyze the Pollen, at least searching for a basic land. We'll see, there are definitely angles to consider, but yeah, I think it is Izzet creativity, targeting multiple artifacts, potentially. Indomitable creativity costs 3 red and X. Rex is the number of targets, but you have to pay extra for each target. Something like that. This is just a little a comedy of errors, I guess. It's not often that it happens. Of course, there is a potential when you use quite a few multiples of a card. But that's the whole thing. That's the most devastating part of the deck, so I want to maintain seeing it as much as possible. Okay, we got it. Can't counter. Oh shucks. I tapped 3 lands and I got Carnage Tyrant. Now it's going downhill. Back to back Castle Garenbrig. That's... Hopefully it's not creativity, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I would be surprised if it wasn't. You see clue tokens and you see the shark or transmogrify. It could be Xenagos and World Spine Worm. That's always a very real possibility. Hopefully they don't have another Field of Ruin. But, you know, I could just kill them next turn. If they tap out, if it's not Xenagos and the World Spine Worm, we'll maybe get them. Well, they only have 2 things to target, so we should be safe. So it's not that particular brand of Izzet creativity. I just wish I had Cavern of Souls. That would be devastating. I'm flabbergasted. Castle Garenbrig, back to back to back. What is going on here? Well, I'll just play Carnage Tyrant that they can't do anything about, can't target, can't counter, and I draw a card. It's certainly not safe to play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. They have so many cards and so much mana. No, we're not doing that. There's a reason they're not making hexproof on creatures. There's a reason you see ward basically all the time. I'm pretty sure I read they thought hexproof was too powerful. There's no counterplay. Well, yeah, you gotta have a little bit of something that can just mess up opponents like this. Give them a run for their money. Smack them around a bit and show them who's boss. Yeah, Sunken Citadel. Red, I guess. Just play another one. Good. Maybe I draw that Cavern of Souls. Oh!
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
That, well, it was wacky, but it didn't matter. Eventually I got what I needed to get that Castle Garenbrig. Like I was saying, I get a Commune, or I get a castle, or I get an Archdruids to grab the castle. Factoring all those things together, that's a really good chance if I'm 10 cards in, 12 cards in, 15 cards in, a quarter of the way through the deck. Just, you know, stay positive. Know there's a very good chance you could be seeing it. Maybe all you play is Blossoming Tortoise. That mills a couple, and one of those milled cards is Castle. But you saw right there, Field of Ruin, multiple times taking out Castle Garenbrig. I was just very fortunate, crazy to see him back to back. That saved me big time. But Blossoming, bringing back the castle that they destroy, is going to be pretty good. Pretty good. Sometimes all you have to do is play Carnage Tyrant and they die. Beautifully. Man, I love that guy. I like it. I like it. No castle or sunken. Well, maybe I don't. Cavern. We're going to give it a go, though. I'm on the draw. Probably a pretty good chance to see the third source of green by turn 3. At the very least, maybe I just get to play Blossoming on turn 4. Oh, okay. Not so fun. Still might get the job done. Hey, I can use Cavern of Souls. I can name Turtle, which would be quite funny. Make sure that connects, but ooh, this is strange. It's not creativity. What might it be? Maybe we just got fortunate the previous game. I think that might be the case. Huh. Ramp. Izzet Control. Izzet Ramp. Oh, look, they have burned down the house. Burned down nothing, because this deck is fireproof. Ooh. Because all the stuff is big. And eventually they just die. But at least we get to stick to Turtle. Watch out. Phew. That's why it's kind of good to have multiple caverns. I guess it's not. Tishana's Tidebinder. I don't like that. Not one bit. I'm kind of glad I haven't seen it as often as I have. As I thought I would. Fiery Impulse. Or that's okay. Yeah, it must just be good old Izzet Control. Odd. I don't think I've... Well, I must have seen it before. I'm used to it being something that cheats out something big from the graveyard. That's often how it goes. Try for another Blossoming Tortoise, might as well. It could get that castle, maybe we'll be able to power out Ghalta Stampede Tyrant or something like that. Oh, we got a Sunken. That's good. That's good. If we see Castle Garenbrig next turn, they die. Man, I love it. And I do have my third source of green. Archdruid's Charm would at least maybe grab it. I would expect a counterspell is probably coming up, though. Well, I gotta be as fast as possible, I would imagine. Take out the goblin. Take out the thing that makes some treasures. Castle Garenbrig. Do it. I drew 3 last game, so it's well, not quite a possibility. Flying Shark. That is going to do the trick. Actually, I could use Archdruid's Charm to fight the shark in response to Reflection copying it, and then Reflection copies nothing and it's tapped. So I only have to deal with Tishana's Tidebinder, potentially. That would be pretty good. I'm going to try that. Maybe that's my best bet. We'll see. Still pretty sure I'm dead, but might as well try. Chad, how's it going? Sleeping kids. Well, I got sleeping kids myself. They're on the other side of the wall in the spare room that I'm recording from. Yeah, I know the drill. Appreciate it. It's nice to hear from people that, maybe aren't as vocal, but you don't have to be vocal at all. You could lurk for years. As long as you enjoy, as long as you watch, I'm happy with that. Okay, now we're going to try the thing. And hope they don't counter it. I bet they will. I'd be surprised if they didn't have a counter spell. They're digging for the counter spell, I think. Don't find it. Ooh, good. Copy nothing. And that's a 4/4. Oh, we could do it. Castle Garenbrig for the win. Let's go. That's not Castle Garenbrig. Darn. That was fun. No? Might as well give myself the best chance possible. Buy myself a little bit of time. But very cool. Again, instant speed interaction. Archdruid's Charm, it would help against Greasefang if I face it. Take Greasefang out. Love it. Or I exile the vehicle that Greasefang brings from the graveyard. That's probably a little bit better. Parhelion 2 before it's crewed. Boom, it's exiled. I don't have to worry about them ever bringing that vehicle back. That's what it's all about. But Izzet Control? I don't really think I have to do anything differently. Bedrock Tortoise, perhaps. But again, I don't care about most of the opponent's removal. I just play stuff in a stable way, make a bunch of mana, and kill him. Sometimes. Yep, keeping that. Again, the Cavern of Souls. So I think it's kind of the theme for tonight. Like I mentioned, I and some of you guys have been using one copy. I might go down to 2, we'll see. It would be nice to trim them down just on the regular, and I wouldn't feel as bad maybe not having to buy a full playset. I haven't bought a single copy yet just because I'm trying to find the best price possible. But if it ends up that I only need 1 or 2, I'm happy, saving quite a bit of money. It is pretty darn expensive. That's a lot of diapers. Ooh. Okay. Might be alright. But we might be seeing the first game where I lose because I used Cavern of Souls, because I couldn't make that 3rd green. I'm just happy to, showcase it. The pain and the suffering. But the Blossoming Tortoise, at the very least, save us. And don't play Tishana's Tidebinder too. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, and I didn't even get a land. That's no fun. Darn. And I may want to increase the total number of lands just a touch, because Blossoming Tortoise entering and milling and not having a land in the graveyard, that does not feel good. I think Field of Ruin might take out Cavern of Souls, which would help me. It would get my 2nd source, well, 3rd source of green that I'm desperately looking for. Okay. I gotta pay 2 life. 100%. Now we just attack with the Blossoming Tortoise. We see what's gonna happen. I have all the creatures I need to kill them. There it is. I got a Sunken. Archdruids to grab another Sunken, and now I'm absolutely flooded. Oh yeah, watch out. So they're destroying the one that says Dinosaur. Well, I'm going to... I guess we'll let it happen. Not that I could have saved it, but... wait for them to spend their mana, so I know they're tapped out. Then I get to go Archdruids. Well, I have enough mana for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant anyways. You know what, I'll go with an Archdruids. We'll search for other good stuff. Search for Cavern of Souls, really. Hope they don't get another Field of Ruin. That would not be nice. Yeah, definitely. I want to try Asuza's Many Journeys again. It was pretty good the few times I did try it, but being a creature, gaining a little bit of life, it is a fantastic package, especially for what I'm looking to achieve here. Exactly. Yeah, I can see that. There's lots of little angles to try, like I mentioned. Things to consider. Oh, okay, fine by me to die next turn. Still. Oh boy, play something. Hopefully they don't have Ether Gust. That is a very real possibility, but maybe they won't have it. Okay, they're dead. Good. See you later, buddy.
I am inevitable.
Ooh. Beautiful. Yeah, there's just so many little things to try. That could be the right thing to change, slightly better. Do a couple things that are just a little bit better than something else, and then you add all that together, and it really makes a massive difference, possibly. Ooh, man, that's good. And I am inevitable. I will get them, inevitably. Maybe not in a particular match, but down the line. Ooh, scary, scary stuff. I think I could see not cutting up the beanstalk entirely, I must say. I really do appreciate it against control, but maybe I don't need it. I did buy my playset. I still want to keep trying it for sure. It is really good card advantage though. We'll see. But it might not be the absolute best thing to achieve what it's achieving. There's a lot to consider. Should I consider this hand? Maybe not. It's a little bit rough. No Commune or Archdruids, and even if I did have Archdruids, seeing 2 Cavern of Souls is not a pretty sight. That is absolutely better. Big time. Just in case it is something a little bit aggressive, I'll send Regisaur to the bottom. Play it safe. Have multiple blockers with... Excuse me. Have multiple blockers with Palani's Hatchery here, and those eggs. Get cracking. Oh, Amalia Explorer, the first one of the night. I must say, Amalia Explorer has pretty much been non-existent. We will be likely losing game 1 here. Got Rampaging Ferocidon at least to stop them gaining life, and if they can't gain life, well, they pretty much die. But this opponent might die. We might be able to get the job done. We'll see. Archdruid's Charm, if I have a creature out, we could deal damage to Amalia at instant speed. Get her before she gets big. Maybe that would buy us time. Okay, it doesn't buy us time. 6, 7, We're not able to play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn. Sadly. And putting a counter on target creature I control. If I could put a counter on Amalia in response to almost the final token, that would do it. Yeah. Nothing much to it. Ooh, maybe if we had one more turn. Searching for the castle. I would have been able to make 6, 7 next turn, but not the required 8 for Ghalta. Yeah. Okay, Rampaging it is. Again, if they can't gain life, it's not much of a deck at all, which is what I'm looking for. Trim the beanstalk, big time. Yeah, pretty good. Again, Archdruids. Take out one specific thing, one specific creature. Whether that's Amalia, Greasefang, exile an artifact. If the thing has indestructible artifact or enchantment, we don't have to worry. Well, I kind of want to risk this a little bit. Start off with Analyze the Pollen, grab a basic land just to make sure I hit my 3. But I could wait, depending. Maybe I draw another Sunken, Castle Garenbrig. I know I'm going to be making 3 on turn 3, and just hold off again and again and again on the Analyze Pollen, but that is not happening. Oh boy. Really, what I should do is perhaps add a single mountain just in case. However, that single mountain, it's kind of like a Cavern of Souls for the Archdruid's Charm. It might as well be colorless. It's not helping me to spend the 3 green. We'll see. Ooh. Might be okay. You never know. I know what I'm grabbing next turn, though. At least they don't have Wild Growth Walker yet. We might have a bit of a chance. A little bit problematic. Something I'm going to get used to and tweak, because Archdruid's Charm is staying 100%. Absolutely. You're a dinosaur now. Yeah. Oh, that is good. I love it. A dinosaur like me. I'm going to work around Archdruid's Charm, even though it doesn't take too much working around. If I'm going to work around anything, it's going to be this, 100%. I stole it from Arc. Okay. Got to play Arc at some point here. That would be good. Cross your fingers. Here goes nothing. Maybe I get another Sunken next. Oh, not another Sunken. That's not great. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, that's how it goes. I could have some sort of way to deal with Amalia that maybe isn't red, potentially, because it's got to be pretty heavy into green. Ooh, that was mean. Huh. Building pillars everywhere so new players can't build. That's kind of scummy. That's not good. You should be a nice, welcoming community. Helpful as much as possible. Maybe give people some free stuff just to keep them happy, help somebody out. But if you give away some coin or an item or whatever, never really expect it back. CJ Link, I've faced this person before, I'm certain. Can't quite remember what they were off and on. Hopefully it's not turn 1 Thoughtseize to rip Archdruids. I'm just kind of happy I haven't faced quite as much black tonight. Don't do it. Ooh, oh, phew. I was getting a little bit worried there. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cloaked Phantom. We'll see. That looks pretty good. Whatever the opponent is doing. Rakdos, aggro, discard, something. At the very least, I can make 7 next turn. I can play Tyrranax Rex, and I just have to hope they don't have Sheoldred's Edict. Ugh. 7 next turn, maybe the turn after that. Pretty decent. Oh boy, Fable. Oh, okay, finally seeing Smugglers Copter once again. Huh. Well. Sunken. Grab the right land. Oh, I almost grabbed instinctively again Castle Garenbrig, but I already have one. Oh, okay. Oh boy, if they can't kill me next turn, we kill them. 7. I don't know. I could play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. I'm a little bit worried about their potential Sheoldred pinging me for direct damage. Hopefully they don't make Tyrranax Rex get sacrificed. But either way, I know what could happen next turn. They can't target it. That's just not happening. But we're not dead. If they don't take out anybody... Oh, bitter end. There you go. Removal for 2, that does nothing, because they would have needed a total of 6 to take out that Tyrranax Rex. I imagine renting a server on Arc or anything like Minecraft could be a little bit rough. Probably pretty expensive. Oh, okay. Now they're just dead. Get a creature. Dino. Ooh, that's not a dino. Well, we're about to find out if we kill them. 23. Yeah. It's pretty good. I don't think it's enough, sadly. I've always been interested in the renting server side of things. Oh boy. Is that going to do it? Not quite, they're at 1. Hopefully they concede right away. They don't realize they're safe. I think they're going to do the math though. 20. Ooh. Actually, no, I think they are dead. Yeah. Everything has to block. The Voldaren and the Goblin have to block Ghalta and Tyrranax completely. Wow, both of them. If just the Goblin blocks that 20 trample damage, that would still go down. 18. Oh! Whew. But yeah, no, that is, I guess that's pretty good. And like you say, if you're playing with friends, splitting it between them, and you get to have a fantastic experience. I would imagine probably numerous hours of entertainment for only a couple bucks. If you think about it that way, definitely very reasonable. Something I should think about. And it has been offered by at least a few of you. A Minecraft server, potentially helping to set that up. Something like that. But still, the main focus is this, and I do want to expand into other things. It's just time-wise. It's probably easiest and best to, stay doing this, have a good time with everybody back and forth, and one day, eventually, we'll see. Minecraft does equal views, absolutely. It is certainly more popular than this game, but well, that hasn't stopped me playing it. Maybe like one night a week, something different. Okay, I like the looks of this. Yeah, I have my third land. Next turn, I can go a second up the Beanstalk. I'm probably going to be doing that. Got a hair in my mouth. MtG does equal fun, yeah. Magic is love, magic is life. It's pretty entertaining at least. We got some music, some nice clips.
You have no power here.
The opponent has a decent bit of power, but it's not like they're super duper aggressive. It's not like Smugglers. Copter was actually a creature. They have to use a creature to make it a creature, so the aggression isn't too painful. But I have to play this first. I have to see if the card I draw is a Sunken Citadel, because I would want that to be my land for the turn. Okay, that's not it. Well, another Castle Garenbrig. See if Commune hopefully grabs it. Dig. Find it. It should. It doesn't. Alright, another castle. That is definitely unfortunate. We're a quarter of the way. We're past a quarter of the way through. And we haven't seen an Archdruid's Charm or a Sunken Citadel yet. Either one, I mean. I would have been thrilled. A full art foil Cryptcast. Ooh, that was... Man, that is nice. Anything full art, especially if it's art that hasn't been used, it really is pretty impactful. And some of the older cards, especially, there is that nostalgia factor. Quite nice indeed. We might be able to get a very sneaky win. Blossoming Tortoise, mill, and get sunken. Let's do it. Sunken. Ooh, that's not sunken. Well, that's okay. Maybe I draw it next turn, but that still would be too little too late. Pretty sure we're losing Blossoming Tortoise. Man, that is unfortunate. A third of the way through. That's just how it goes. Even if you have 4 of a specific thing, there will be times and scenarios where, well, you just die. You just die and you don't see something you would expect to see. But like we see right here, Analyze Pollen, we're already past the Collect Evidence 8. We could have potentially found what we needed to find. We could right now, but again, we're not going to be surviving. We need a little bit of reach, and that is something I should maybe keep in mind to help with the Smugglers Copter. Shifting Ceratops, a bunch of stuff for sure. Too little too late though. Oh, I know. That is something with the extort there. They see the symbol, they're like, hey, that's not fair. But Commander, you know, we can kind of have house rules and stuff. Kitchen table, it's meant to be enjoyed with a group of people. Nice back and forth, politicking and whatnot. Yeah. You should wear a shirt. Make a shirt that says that. It's just reminder text. But I think I hear my daughter crying. I might have to go get her. I'm not keeping that though. Yeah, good stuff. I'm glad I mulliganed. That might just finish them off if they don't have Thoughtseize. I swear I heard something. Yeah, Cavern of Souls, one of them. Pretty straightforward to send that. I need 3 green. That seems like a no-brainer there. Nice. You do what you gotta do, you come back, maybe you fall asleep while you're watching this, and that's alright too. Oh, another sunken. Good. They will die. I almost chose red, but yeah, if we get some hasty creature, hopefully a Palani or a Regisaur Alpha, and I may want to up that again. I tried it a little bit before. Perforos, a couple creatures that give everybody else haste, just to keep up that aggression. Seeing the potential of doing that a little bit more. Oh boy. I'm able to make 8. 8 next turn. 8 mana on turn 4. 8 mana on turn 4, based around a land. I don't have to worry about them fatal pushing the way that I get to 8. That's pretty good. I like it. I might have to go soon though. Probably after this match. We'll see. Hopefully it is as devastating as I think. Castle Garenbrig, do it. Ooh, lovely. Maybe I trim Blossoming Tortoise. That is also a potential option if I'm able to just do this specific thing often without the tortoise. Perhaps, maybe. I don't need it. Something hasty. Do it. Not a land. Don't get a land. Don't. Oh, we got it. Woo. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's up. Deadly. I love it. I figured they would have removal, but hey, we got to swing with 12. Hasty. Oh, and removal for Palani's Hatcher. I have an overload of mana, unfortunately. An overload of mana. My goodness. I might just trim some lands as well. This specific scenario happens often. If I have 8, 9, 10 things that grab a land, I don't need a whole lot to also see them. It's nice, but I want to reduce the chance of this happening. I think so. You have 20 lands, but 8 things that grab lands, and some of your lands are efficient. With 4 lands, 1 sunken, 1 castle, and 2 forests, you make 6 mana. Castle Garenbrig, just the fact you have it is, well, it's kind of like, it's worth 2. If you see castle in a list and you have 20 lands, it's like you have 21. If you see sunken in a list and you have 20 lands, it's like you have 22. You would hopefully have 2 sunkens out, both tapping for 2 plus a Castle Garenbrig. 3 lands tapping for 6. We can kind of split it up evenly. 2, 2, and 2. It's not that much of a stretch, I think, to consider it like that. But it was lovely. I will end it there. I'll have to put my daughter back to sleep. Wish me luck, and I wish all of you guys luck. Any of you that have kids, it's good. Kids are the best. Even though sometimes you may not get to do the thing as often as possible. I certainly would love to do this more, but I will keep doing it as much as I possibly can. So thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your time zone. Yes. Good luck. Good luck as well. For sure. Oh, 4-week-old. Hopefully that's going well. Hopefully the gripe water worked out a little bit if you tried it out, and peace.